Buzz is currently being brought to you by z03e13, Australia's award-winning provider of on-demand IT infrastructure for businesses that want reliability, speed and flexibility.
Welcome back to The Buzz. Thanks to z03e13 for sponsoring us. We really do appreciate it. And also, Azura Gelati, who brought us in ice cream before. We want some sorbet this time, so bring it on. Get in touch. Now, if you want to join us on The Buzz, just use #TheBuzz, and we'll try and read out all of the tweets that we do get. Although tonight, we've had a lot of tweets.
A lot of tweets. Jason thinking with his stomach again. We've had one from Gareth Williams who says, a Game of Thrones sting on The Buzz. Will Cooksville finally be uncovered as Tyrion Lannister? I don't even know who that is. You might have, or you haven't watched it either.
Oh, the little Lannister. Yeah,
he's the little guy. He's
Cherry
Peter
Bomb,
Dinklage.
Bomb says, big yellow ducks are coming. That's not something I'd like to see either, and I'm not even Chinese.
Jojo Kelly says he thinks that we've got fake beards.
Well, my beard's fake. I'll give you that much.
It's definitely real.
Gareth
real.
went to Newgrounds on his tablet, doesn't support Flash. That is one of the problems because a lot of it is Flash.
Michael Gosney remembers salad fingers particularly
who can forget salad fingers?
Yeah.
And Mig says the drink driving commercial is as shocking as it needs to be. People need to realise how stupid such behaviour is.
Paul Raimondo says Prism is too Big Brother-esque for my liking. I'm inclined to agree. I think it's ridiculous.
And Gareth says Andrew Bolt gets all his material from graffiti sprayed on trains.
Now, there are more tweets, but we're just not going to get to them. We've got so much that we've got to get through in the program tonight. Let's go back to Candace now. Candace, Monsters University.
Monster.
Believe it or not, I'm just having a few little issues with this app here, but it's basically an app called Scribble Mix, which is a lot like Draw with Friends, if you remember that app. It's kind of a bit like Pictionary, but without the board and the dice and all sorts of different bits and pieces here. And what Scribble Mix have done is they've obviously hooked up with Disney in another of those, ways to plug a movie, with the movie Monsters University coming out on June 21. This app is supposed to help promote it, but apparently its server is having some issues at the moment, so I'm just going to pass it off to the side here and I'll tell you a little bit about it anyway.
Live television.
It's the claw.
Actually, you know what, Ryan? Go on set with Candace. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Ryan, our technical director.
He's a big guy. See, I'm really little, and if he stands up, then his head's going to chop off.
So whenever we have technical issues here on The Buzz, Ryan is the man that we go to.
Whenever you feel somebody fiddling around underneath the desk between your legs, it's usually Ryan.
It's usually Ryan
that does it. Or my other half, that's fine.
So Candace, tell us quickly, how do you find these apps, these games? Do you just go looking for them? Do you just
Well, some of them we take a look at the new and noteworthy section of Apple, and if Apple deems them new and noteworthy, then I kind of reckon we should have a look, because what Apple says, it doesn't necessarily always mean what we like. They kind of, work with the highest grossing apps and things like that.
Yeah.
We do primarily look at Apple apps, so we're looking at potentially bringing in some Android ones as soon as we have the capability, and here we go. We've finally got this app working, so thanks for your patience, everybody.
We're giving you the wind-up now, Candace.
You have to be
really quick.
Anyway, in a nutshell, it's Draw with Friends and with a Monsters University theme. So we're just going to challenge someone live on the air here. So I've been challenged to draw Humpty Dumpty clubbing. And it's a multi-layer thing.
It's like seal clubbing.
Yeah.
That's right. So there's a character and an action. So you have to guess the character, then the action. So we'll give it a go. I'm rubbish. So obviously that's an egg. He's going to wear some pants like I remember seeing him on Play School. I'm a rubbish drawer, guys.
It's like Draw with Friends?
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of.
It's kind of like Draw with Friends.
Except they branded it.
Well, there is the option if you want to skip the category, then you can, monsters ink it up kind of thing, or you can have the big blue monster doing something in particular. So it is one of Disney's ways of trying to plug the movie, and it is riddled with ads. One of the things I really hate about it, much like one of the apps we reviewed last week, is that it's a game aimed at little kids, which is fine. But there's public interaction here, so you don't know who you're interacting with or who your kids are interacting with, and there are in-app purchases.
So
kids are going to button around. So
do you chat? Can you chat with these people you're playing with?
You can send comments, much like you're seeing on the screen behind me here. So
you really
what would you score this one at?
This one's going to be a 2 out of 10, guys.
Painful.
Let's lift the mood a little bit. Have you ever sat at a bus stop? This could happen to you shortly.
checking out his tackle? He's got.
I think he might have been.
Look at
yeah. Look how big he made it. Now, Candice, how would you respond if I said, "Make me a sandwich"?
To your face, I'd say, what would you like on it, but secretly plot to kill you.
Oh, she's lovely, isn't she? Always got nice things to say.
Yeah.
Yes, she's going to make you a sandwich, but it's going to have poison in it, Jason.
Well,
that's what she said.
Wouldn't be anything new. Now, if you just take a look at my iPad here, this is a story that we saw on BuzzFeed. What kind of a guy tells women to make him a sandwich? Now, I'm going to flick most of the way through the story because the actual joy of this comes in when you start seeing the tweet where he said, "Make me a sandwich," and the subsequent tweet.
It's a fabulous work of juxtaposition where he's found the people who've used what is very lately quite a controversial sexist term, "bitch, make me a sandwich," and then found other tweets that follow it up where they say, "I'm single, I'm so lonely," or "Happy Mother's Day, Mum."
I don't understand why women hate me so much.
And it gives you an interesting insight into the character, I guess, of the people that are sending
that
these
one
tweets.
there is just the perfect example, isn't it? From John, Sarcastic Mind on Twitter, "Bitch, go make me a Val sandwich," whatever a Val sandwich is. And of course, his very next tweet, 50 First Dates is actually one of my favourite movies.
Which is absolutely fabulous. She never remembers what your favourite sandwich is.
What an idiot. All right, moving on to the next one. What happens to your likes? So we're talking about the Facebook like button here, yeah?
You may have noticed the trend's worn off a bit, but they're still getting floating around where there's a picture of a starving African child and it says, "Like if you'd like to see the end of starvation in Africa." And you go, "Well, yes, I would, I suppose. I'll click like. What does that mean?" Now, I've never clicked like because to me it's an obvious ploy just to get 100,000 likes. A guy called Gary Moyers at GaryMoyers.com, international man of mystery, music and ministry, has gone to find out exactly what's going on, and it's called like farming. These people set up pages, post these pictures where they get you to like them, get X amount of subscribers, and of course the more likes you get, the more the page spreads virally, then they sell it off. Or they sell advertising on it.
Right.
And as a feedback to this, one of the things I'll tend to do is if they post a picture of somebody who's, this person doesn't think they're pretty, I'll go, "Yeah, no, they're ugly." And I've actually had private messages from people having a horrible go at me.
You're mean.
How dare you think that? But the fact is a great example of a girl here who was called Mallory. And the like was put on, "This is my sister Mallory. She has Down syndrome, doesn't think she's beautiful. Please like this photo so I can show her." The fact is, she's not called Mallory.
No.
She's called Katie. Her mother was horrified that her daughter's image was used for the scam. Over 5.5 million people have seen her photo. So I would say if you're at home, think about before you click and before you follow this stuff, because...
And if you do happen to see one from one of your friends, reply to them and let them know they're a nonce.
Absolutely. You're not doing anyone any favours.
None at all.
Least of all, the people you think you're somehow supporting through your liking of stuff.
Candice, clip chat, what is that?
Clip chat, it's kind of it's a Skype meets the Vine almost. And the view you're getting now behind me is the view that I'm seeing when I look up. But if I kind of move it like this, then all of a sudden you're going to see double of me. This is all quite creepy and weird. And yes, we work on a green screen here, you know, magic of television, all that thing. So basically the idea behind the app is that you can record 5-second clips of yourself and send them to your friends without having to use FaceTime or any of these sort of more expensive or data-heavy options. So we'll just take a 5-second video here, so don't mind the background while I just talk and continue on. Okay, we should have it back any moment. There we go. And that is a 5-second clip that I could send to anyone I like. One of the things I like about this app, well, I think that a lot of people will like about this app, is that it offers self-destructing little videos. So if you have a little saucy moment with someone you love, then providing they don't save it at the other end, then it will destruct itself. So I'm going to give this one a buzz factor of 6 out of 10 because I do find it useful, but I don't know if it's something that I would kind of use every day. Something that we do feel very passionate about here on The Buzz is Beyond Blue, and take a look at their latest campaign.
Jason Jordan, can I call you DJ JJ? A manly man needs a manly nickname like Dog or Tiger or Mongoose versus Cobra. Because when he visits my website, mantherapy.org.au, he'll be asked manly questions about his wank bank that might be filling up with stuff he doesn't really need. I'm Dr. Brian Ironwood, man therapist.
have to admit, was rather flattered by that, Paul.
You've had international celebrities showing you your boobs. Now you've got your own personalised little YouTube video going on.
Let me give you the background on it. So I was approached about 2 or 3 weeks ago by Beyond Blue, who's that great organisation that helps out with men's depression, that kind of thing. Yeah. And they said, look, we've got this big campaign coming on. Do you mind if we actually make you a part of it? Okay. And I thought, well, great cause. Yeah, why not? So the next thing, this thing lobs into my mailbox. They've... this poor guy who plays Dr. Ironwood has obviously done this video for hundreds of people. Yeah. And,
And the idea is you retweet it.
Of course, because, it's a bit flattering and that kind of thing. And
other people go to Beyond Blue.
You should check out the website. So mentherapy.org.au, just brilliant. So it's got Dr. Ironwood all the way through it. And it becomes quite funny. He's very blokey, very masculine. But the great message that comes out of it is there is things that we can do. You don't need to head down the path of suicide.
One of the big things that we don't have as men, and why Beyond Blue is so important, is women have the sisterhood. They have this thing, and it's scientifically been proven where they bond. Blokes, we don't bond in that way.
For every 6 suicides that occur, 5 of them are men.
It's a big thing, and it's great to see some innovative use of social media.
It's fantastic, isn't it? All right, now we just very quickly wanted to talk about social media and TV as well. What I see happening with all of these secondary digital TV channels that we've got now is a real dilution, not only of the quality of the programming, but also the fact that there's a lot more advertising space to fill up. And so we get lower quality advertisements that are played far more often. I think that we're seeing...
It's the punishment of the rate card coming down.
We are seeing the death of television, apart from television like here at West TV, which is live and local.
Well, one of the things is how many people do you know now have maybe a DNS set up in the US? They have things like Netflix, Hulu, Apple, iTunes has TV shows on it, and they basically log in through the United States, draw down any program they want in real time right after it's come out. There's no need to watch live television anymore and no need to watch local commercials anymore.
Candice, we're almost out of time, but do you watch free-to-air television anymore?
Mostly in times of breaking news, but it'll evolve or die. It's something that's coming up now. I do have a couple of quick cue to follows for us today. At Sir Pat Stew is not some kind of horrible dinner. At Sir Patrick Stewart, not only is he one of the most recognised faces in the entertainment industry, he is just an all-round nice guy. So follow him, make it so.
We're going to have to post the rest of these online, Candice, because we are out of time. This happens every single week, doesn't it? Catch up with us online, #TheBuzz. In the meantime, we will see you all next week.
Thank you for watching.
The Buzz, Australia's only live, interactive social media program on free-to-air TV, was proudly brought to you by z03e13, Australia's award-winning provider of on-demand IT infrastructure for businesses that want reliability, speed and flexibility.